What's up guys, it's your boy Mad Mike, and on today's episode we're going to be installing some hinges on the front clip and trying to get the front end of this Ferrari kit car to swing up like an F40. So stay tuned, check it out. Alright guys, winter's quickly approaching us here out in beautiful Squamish, BC. We got snow up in the mountains, so trying to get this car ready for paint. Today's mission is installing the two hinges on the front clip so I can shove everything back, try the operation of it, make sure it all latches up correctly, and that'll help me close up these gaps down on the side because I know a lot of you guys have been asking about that. So yeah, let's go ahead. I don't know if I'm going to pull the car out of the carport or just leave it in there to work on just in case it starts snowing. But let's go ahead, install the hinges, and hopefully we can get this front end to pivot today. Alright, this front clip is pretty heavy and it's just myself working on it today, so it's going to be a little bit awkward removing the front end. But I do have a dolly back in the back corner, so hopefully we can pull out the dolly, shove it underneath the front of the lip, and remove it without cracking anything. So I just grabbed the dolly. It's meant for my vacuum. What I'm going to try to do is just slide it underneath here with some blankets on it, pick up the back end, and hopefully I can just shimmy by myself the whole front clip off of the car and start attaching the hinges. There we go guys, just like that. Managed to get the front end of the car off. So now we got access to where the two hinges are gonna go, on here and over here. And we'll see what I need to do to make those work. Front clip is removed. So once I reattach it, I'll be able to pivot it up and down like this, which will be nice. Because right now I can't get access to this by myself without removing the entire front clip. So that's step one. Front clip is off. Let's go ahead, grab the hinges, see if we can attach them. Alright, so in the tool shed, I managed to drag out out of my Fiero parts bin the hinges that I need. I think I'm going to use these for the rear deck lid, so we'll keep these over here. But these guys are going to be the hinges that I need to use for the front clip. So let's go ahead, clean these up real quick, see how they bolt on, and see if they're going to work or not. Alright guys, so in theory, these are supposed to bolt up to the front bumper like this on both sides. Got one right here. So I'll have these two brackets facing down, and these lower portions here have a hole in it. So they're going to slide into a bar that's been fiberglass on the front clip. So let's go ahead, flip over the front clip and make sure that I have these pins fiberglassed in, and then we'll figure out whether I have to attach these on afterwards, because I don't know how I'm going to slide those pins in. But that's how those should go. I got the front clip all wedged up on my sawhorse. So what I'm going to do now is just check, because these are going to go on the front bumper just like that. And the pin that's fiberglass underneath the hood has got to slide into here. So I think what I have to do is slide this onto the pin of the hood, then bolt it up to here afterwards. So let's crawl underneath the hood and have a look and see what I'm dealing with underneath there. Alright guys, we're underneath the front clip right now, and as you can see, these rusty little pins right here that are fiberglassed in, that's actually Kevlar right there. So just like that, I got the bracket with the hole. That's going to slide into that pin, bolt up to the front of my bumper on the Fiero, and it should hinge up and down just like that. So yep, that's the order of operation I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to put the front clip on, put the brackets on, bolt them up to the car, and we should be in action. Hopefully it hinges nicely. Facing my first dilemma, guys. So basically, these brackets are going to slide onto there. Once I got my bumper on, bolt up. On this side here, I got a stud welded on. On this side here, I got no stud welded on. And the issue is, there's no access behind this area here, so I can't put a bolt in from behind. So before I'm able to bring this into the shop and weld the stud on, I'm gonna go ahead just to mock it up and tap this for like an M10, thread that in, and that way at least I'll be able to mount the front bumper to try the hinges to see how they operate. Just like that. We got a threaded hole. There's not that much meat inside this material here for the bolt to grab onto, but for mock-up purposes, it'll be good enough for now. That way I can get the front clip on, and then down the road, I'll just weld on a stud there, so I have the same as the other side. So I got the front brackets all mounted up. I'm gonna pull a measurement just to confirm that they're gonna line up with the front end pins once I put the front end back on. But yeah, that's looking good. So let's go ahead, pull that measurement, hang the front hood on, and see if I can awkwardly get my hands behind here and get the nuts and bolts on. So guys, I'm getting ready to mount the front hood back onto the car, bolting up the hinges. But what I'm double checking now is that I got these locating slots in here on the underside of the hood. So they line up with the two corresponding pins up here. And these are your height adjustment pins, which go in and out, so you can bring your hood gap up and down. Now the one thing is, my hood latch release is disconnected on the inside, so when I pull it, I can't release the hood. But the good news is I put a screwdriver in here, latched it down, the locking mechanism isn't working, so that's a good thing, because the last thing that I want is to clip this hood on and not be able to get underneath here to release the hood. So I double checked that, hood pins line up. Let's go ahead, awkwardly shimmy the front end back onto the car and try to bolt up these front hinges. It's really awkward by myself moving the hood up and down. It's actually pretty heavy. It's fiberglass Kevlar, but it's double layered. It's really well constructed. So it's a lot heavier than it looks, guys. If you look underneath here, you know, you got full wheel wells. You can see just how thick it is, but also how well constructed the whole hood is. I don't know if they took a mold off of actual Testarossa, but everything is looking super solid underneath here. So I got the hood back on the car. Let's go ahead and remove this little dolly here, and hopefully I got enough space to get my hands up in here and tighten up all the brackets. All right guys, so I got the hood on. Let's go ahead, try to get these brackets bolted into place. Guys, we did it. Got the brackets bolted up, the hood back latched onto the car. The gaps are lining up really nice. So the big question now is, will the front clip move? Let's go ahead, pull the car out of the carport and see if it flips forward like an F40.
Perfect.
We're just gonna let the car warm up now. But as you guys can see, the front clip is clipped on. The gaps are looking a lot better. Once it's latched down, everything will line up real nice. Super cold outside today, so the car is idling real high. Still gotta drive the car down the road and let the idle or the IAC valve reset itself, but stoked. You can see the headlight gaps are getting sucked in better now too. Let's go ahead and just put a blanket underneath the front end, flip up the front, just because I don't know if it's going to drag on the lip or not. I just want to protect that. I've done a lot of body work to it. So let's go ahead, put a blanket underneath the front end, and see if the front end flips up like an F40. Alright guys, moment of truth. Let's see if the hood flips up. So guys, the hood flips up perfectly. Nothing's binding, nothing's hitting. So what I gotta do next is install some kind of a hydraulic shock or something that stops the hood from opening up too much. But yeah, with one hand, I'm easily able to pull the hood open and down. So now I can access my radiator and my front hatch whenever I need to. So let's go ahead and see what I need to fabricate up for a hydraulic shock or something to stop the hood from opening up all the way. Check that out guys. I just got a little bucket wedging up the front clip right now because what I got to do is fabricate some sort of a chain or latch, maybe the stock Fiero one that bolts up to here, and that'll keep my hood from going too far open. But now I'm able to access my front end, no problem. If I need to service anything, headlights, radiator, brake fluid reservoir, that stuff there, I can get easy access to it. Coming together. Well guys, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys next time. Ciao, ciao.